Good. Now that we are done with our business here in Found Coast, we want to go back to Arcades. And we want to do more hunts. We're going back to Arcades because there are a lot of petitioners there right now. There are two in the like rich Arcades and one in the old Arcades. The hunts we are taking on are gonna be what is he called? Like this big like demon fiend thing with the club. Darksteel and Lindwyrm. Actually not sure what the first one is called. But that guy is also kind of strong. I think that's also the first level 6 hunt we are doing. So yeah, definitely will be interesting. That guy usually does pack a punch. He hits hard and that can be quite troublesome. He also has area of effect moves. Okay, we will see how that goes. Those hunts will lead us back to Sochen Cave Palace and the Zeta Uplands. Homesick Man is the one for Darksteel. The hunt begins. Darksteel should be simple. Darksteel is usually not the problem. It's a giant turtle. And yeah, the other guy is the problematic one, quote unquote. Where's that guy again? I think he is in the Technic shop maybe. If not, I search in the magic shop. I think it's here. I think it should be here. Yeah, we're searching for the Seek here, the insecure Seek. Overlord, he's called Overlord, okay. The hunt begins. Yeah, Overlord could be tricky. We will see. Also, there are many more rare games we will get during our adventures in Zeta and the Cave Palace. So yeah, there will be a lot of monster fighting today. I hope you enjoy that. I do for sure, because, I mean, like, battles and stuff are the core gameplay of this game, so of course it's gonna be fun. The other petitioner, as I said, is over here somewhere. Must be, yeah, that guy. The storyteller guy here. The Lindwyrm, okay. To be honest, I always find old arcades to be quite cozy. I mean, the other arcades is a bit too big for my taste, but like this has a nice size at least. I mean, I can hardly anticipate what this place reeks like, but like otherwise it looks pretty nice. Like, look at this. If you look around here, it doesn't look too bad. Obviously the other guys have it much better, but let's ignore that fact for now. I mean, of course a lot of stuff is also provisoric here. But like in general, I find this place kind of cozy. I don't know. Oh yeah, this music again, oh no. Also one with the greatsword now, it's nice. Open the door, thank you. I still don't know what this music is from, where this music is from. Must be one of the earlier Final Fantasy games, 1, 2, or 3. Also, let's watch this animation again, because, like I said, everyone has a different, like, idle animation here. And they, yeah, when they go down and when they leave. Nice, isn't it? Okay, Also, I never want to lead with Van because he has all those, you know what? He has all those buffs he constantly applies. And when he does cast magic, he cannot move, so that's usually annoying. And there's our Darksteel hunt, by the way. I wanted to check something here, right? I completely forgot about that last time. You had Kiraga. You already have Kiraga? Wait. What? Someone Pinello had Kiraga. You still have the same stuff here, yeah. You get Kiraga. I think, yeah. What's it called? Kirasa is interesting. What is better? I think Kiraga because it has stronger healing. But it is debatable, I think. Also, I think she does not need to use shock right now. I think her physical attack should do just fine. With her strong weapon and stuff. Thundaga is still okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see. Darksteel. Some of you did learn Erase. Yeah, you. Let's see, does it work? It does work, nice. Look at all the damage we are dealing. Yeah, okay, Darksteel stands no chance again. Pinello absolutely smashing it with her weapon. 3000 damage and stuff. I need to be careful not to heal her accidentally, the turtle. But yeah, all in all, this should be pretty, yeah, fun. I could apply Virus or so, if I wanted. Why does... Interesting, Darksteel apparently has Ignore Reflect, interesting. And that's Darksteel, easy. Okay. Okay, now I want to head back quickly. Oh, Van is malfunctioning again. Because of Reflect. I quickly want to leave and re-enter, since I need to get a rare game in that room. And that rare game only spawns under certain conditions. Nice shot, by the way. Totally intentional. Okay, we got lucky. There's a 25% chance that Wendigos and Pit Fiends spawn in this area. The other 75%, those guys are Strikers and Imps instead. But we need to hit this 25% chance and then need to defeat all the enemies here. And then a rare game will spawn in this area. In the meantime, Van, you take a break. I still like the Crisis Core music here. Oh, nice Reflect. Nice triple Reflect, by the way. Very nice. Aegis. Ooh, Aegis Shield. That is something I need to remember. But no, not you too. Like, those people from Randomizer just simply do not know how to play buffs. Like, both of Pinello and Van are absolutely clueless here. Petrification, are you kidding me? Now friend wants to do it too. Nice place here, by the way. This is also very strange, a strange place. I should use Gold Needle. Also, my inventory is not sorted. Sure. Did you see that? You see that teleport stones? But yeah, this is something I did change that when I was hunting the Cult Swordage. They don't need those things anymore. Aegis Shield, by the way, 2 times 58 magic evade is pretty nice, but otherwise not much going for it. Okay, okay, we are all done with Reflect, so we can continue buffing and stuff. I'm so gonna step into a trap here. Can already tell. I can already tell. Still some enemies here. That rare game we are about to spawn is also not a Foam Coast one. Does not yield a trophy. But still, for completion's sake, I'm gonna do this. I think by this point I pretty much settled on getting, or trying to get Order of Ambrosia. There he is, Cubus. At this point I'm pretty committed to Order of Ambrosia, but of course there are still some roadblocks maybe, potentially. We've yet to fight some of the hardest enemies in the game. Oh, nice, we got Quasimodo boots and Fizz and Netsuke. That's like, those are two very nice drops, especially the boots, because I haven't gotten those before. What is this? Quasimodo boots, nothing. What is this? Come on, oh. Please tell me they have like a different effect or so. Okay, they give a lot of HP at least. Anything else? No, nothing. Wow, those boots are so bad. I was hyped there for a second. 700 HP is nothing to ignore, but still, it could be better. Like, I think an accessory needs to have a passive effect or so, at least. Okay, the next stop is Destiny's March, which also is a rare game for us. This time it is a trophy rare game. The Vendist or so. In order to spawn that one, we need to kill like all Wendigos in this area, I think, in a certain amount of time. So we better up first, otherwise the rare game will not spawn. Also, Van is starting to do good damage with his greatsword now. Nice, okay. Enemies here in general seem to drop good loot. And the next Wendigo must be around here, yeah. Those Wendigos are all in the four, like, in all four major directions. One to the west, one to the east, one down, one up, south and north. That's what it's called. Yeah, once we've killed all of those guys, the rare game should spawn in the middle. I can tell from the map that he's not here right now. Still need to take care of this one. Nice, okay. And now in the middle should be our guy. I think I already saw him on the map, yeah. There's the dot. Vendice. Sorry, it's called Vendice. Weak against Thunder, apparently. And weak enough to die. Okay. You get the Frigid Trophy, nice. Okay, then our next stop would be Mirror of the Soul. The secret room we unlocked. There's another trophy rare game there. So let's head into that direction. And then at the very beginning, where we entered the Sochen Cave Palace for the first time, is our other hunt, the Overlord. Dum 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 dum. And the spawning condition for the rare game here, the Anubis, is very simple. You just need to enter the room. And then he should come swooping down from the roof. Yeah, there he is. And he's tiny. Nice. That guy is usually a lot bigger. I think he's almost as big as Bloodwing and big in Barheim. And that takes care of him. And Sanguine Trophy. My friend was getting a seizure from the Protect, nice. Okay, and now we need to head back to where we came at some point. I think I only have a couple more areas and then we should be there. Also, I keep fighting all of those enemies. It's really not really something I should do, I think. Because that keeps raising my level. I'm strong enough as is for the moment. I can always get levels later. That was the Mandragora room, not quite. The next room is the Mandragora room. This was the Crystal Bug room. Bubble is also something which is so good to have. Especially if it can be casted on all party members. Very nice. Okay, and down here. And in this area there is the Overlord. He is lurking around in a corner somewhere. He also gets support from our client. The insecure Seek. I wonder how this fight goes. As I said, and the Overlord is actually kind of strong. So I better be careful. Oh, there he is. I never seen him going so far out of his cavern there. It's actually new to me. He already has bravery. I've never seen him gone so far out of his cavern. That's actually kind of new. He usually stays in the corner over there. Let's see how this goes. Van, be so kind and erase his statuses. Oh, never mind, he's also... Wow, he's also not strong. But he deals good damage at least. Less cannon, I see. Oh, no, we are not doing that. Let's go for erase again. Oh, never mind. That's what I meant. Yeah, guy can be kind of strong. Yeah, he really has a glass cannon. Okay. Never mind, he killed us. Whoops. Okay, that was kind of unsuspected. Okay, long time no game over. Nice. I think I'm the only guy in the universe who's happy to get a game over, but finally someone who took me down again. There are still some worthy contender in this world left, I see. Okay, that was probably because of his critical health. I need to inflict this ease if I can. Do you have something like that? Erase, Gab, Warp? I think it's a green magic, right? Come on, Van, where are you? Where are you, Van? I don't care about the enemies over there. Get rid of this guy here. Let's see if Virusca works. Nice, okay, that should secure our victory. Of course, casting this now is okay. Let's give him a chance by leaving his bravery on. Yeah, okay. Okay, he is strong. I see. As long as he doesn't use rage again, I'm fine. As I explained, he should not have the same damage output as before. Oh, that's it. Never mind, that's it, okay. Did he have less HP or what happened there? That was so fast. Yeah, you did it, my friend, you did it. Sure did it. Okay, that was the Overlord. This ease in this game is so strong. Like, seriously, having disease is a very good thing to apply to enemies. Because it sidesteps so many issues that you could have with enemies. Super funny. Okay, back in Seat Uplands. There are a couple of rare games here, 3 and also the Hunt we need to get. There's one rare game that requires you to build a chain of 22. Maybe I'm actually able to do that with the snakes here, with the serpents. Yeah, that might actually be possible. I already got 6. I don't have to build the chain in this area, and we need to go to a different area. Cross, not gonna fight the corals, if that's the case. Just the snakes, not the other ones. Melboros would also be fine. Actually, I'm gonna... okay, change of plans, I'm gonna farm with Melboros. Because there's also a hunt... no, not a hunt. There's a rare game that is a Melboro, and... while I'm searching that one, I can kill Melboros while I'm at it. Melboros are also usually separate from other enemy types, so that also makes it safer to build a chain. Melboros are always around those stone structures. And I got kind of lost over there. Yeah. Okay, the Melboro rare game can spawn in this area. It's usually among the other Melboro Overkings. There's a 40% chance that the rare game replaces one of the normal Overkings here. And we will notice it is there by seeing a Melboro with a buff already. Probably Protect. Demon Tail. No Overking again. Can Penel one-shot those guys? Holy. Yeah, I'm gonna lead with Penelo because she can one-shot apparently. Let's run to the other building. Okay, I need to be careful not to attract the attention of other enemies. I see one over there. But first of all, let's circle around here. Yeah, 3 more, nice. Also, our target wasn't here. We might not have hit the chance for that. I think I might also want to get instant attack with a quick hit with Penelo. Because she's just too good not to abuse that. Got Slayer's badge again. He wasn't there, I'm gonna zone 2 zones to get more Melboros to spawn. Wait, no, you were just a normal lizard, never mind. I was gonna say that's the rare game, the other rare game I'm searching for. Because the other rare game that appears here is also a lizard. Okay, I was gonna say, what are you fighting over there, but it's okay. $16. 5 more to go. And our enemy is not here. Maybe the other stone structure? Yeah, absolutely, he's not here. This guy is... Godslayer's badge. I find it funny that I keep getting Godslayer's badges. Like, the Melboro is a god, guys. They don't run into the other enemies. Yeah. Is it just me or does bad breath, yeah, bad breath not hit as often as it usually does? I think it does not hit as often. And it seems like as if we were not lucky again. Still no Chris, which is the never. Why did they have to be? Okay, my Shane is gone. Nice. Oh, that's so stupid. What was that trap? Did it just instantly kill Pinello? That is annoying. Yeah, if I had the chain going, there would be a rare game jumping out of the water here, but nope. Of course I had to step into the trap there and get killed. Of course the other ones also had to be so fast as to kill the other enemies. I mean, to be honest, I also realized too late that I died there. But hey, we can build another chain. You can always build another chain, guys. And as long as I haven't found Chris, I can also, yeah, just do this. Like, it's not out of the way until I find that other guy. Biomode. What are you guys fighting? Okay, some Melboro in the other corner. I see. Okay, let's move on to the next. Nah, I don't want to fight that guy. Be careful not to attack any other monsters, of course. Also not our rare game. What are you doing, Van? Okay. I thought for a second he was fighting Coral, but that was just an illusion. Okay, let's go away. Let's go. Never mind. Let's go over here. Or was it Blaster? Did Pinel get killed by Blaster, not by the trap? I'm pretty certain it was the trap, not anything else. Okay. And next attempt. Let's see. Okay, you take care of the other ones, that's okay. Also picking up all those treasures. I'm not sure if these snowflies are worth much, I don't think they are. But still, extra money is extra money. Also, I keep getting level up after level up. Yeah, literally. Also no jingle for Fran. Funny, I'm not seeing our rare game we are hunting for. Actually, while I have this chain, let's get the other one. Not that I blow it again. That would be bad. He should be around here. Not? Hello? Why is there... Wait a second. I might be in the wrong location. Wait a second. Maybe it was the other one. Maybe it was this one. Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Nah, I don't think that the rare game is here. That is strange. Why is it not spawning? It should be here, but it is not. That is weird. Maybe I have to use the snakes? That could also be it. It could be that I have to defeat the snakes. My chain should be high enough. I think you need 20. 20, 22. Something like that. I got 27. I think there was something like that. I think I need to kill serpents, not Malboros. That's also really strange and really unique among those rare games, that there's one that requires you to build a specific chain. If that's how it is, then that's how it is. So I'm gonna kill all those Malboros here again, and then I'm gonna attempt it again. Maybe there was simply something wrong also. The zoning to zones did also not work because I did so. Oh, that's just the lizard, no. You need to build a chain with those snakes, I think. Okay, then I was mistaken. Let's build a different chain. But hey, there are enough snakes running around here, so that should also be fairly easy. This location is also the one, Garden of Life Circle, where we fight our other hunt, the Lindwyrm. But it needs to be cloudy for that, and if it's not cloudy, it does not appear. Fighting snakes on all ends here, nice. The Holy Crystal, yeah. Now, come on, let's zone 2 zones and then return here and defeat more snakes. I think that's the easiest method to rake up the chain here. I think that should be the easiest strategy. Over here, and back. Okay, some more, please. Still 9 missing. I think it's 20 to 22, something around that value. And then he should be able to appear at the pond there. There are also a lot of serpents that just spawn like out of nowhere. What did I just find? I did not read it. I got something. Let's just settle on that one. I got something. Also, in case you didn't know, if the chain number is blinking, flashing, then you can pick up treasures without it impeding chain building. Like normally, what's the case is if you don't pick up treasures, drops from enemies, the chain level does raise quicker, and that does not, and like picking up treasures makes it so that the level goes up slower. But if it is blinking, you are allowed to pick up chests. Are you here now? Yeah, there he is. Okay. Okay, it must have been that you need to defeat snakes then. It is Tarusk. Okay, let's ignore the target and go for the other one. Wait a sec. Pinello! Wait a second. Oh, the Dragon Whisker has KO. Ah, yes, of course. Did Pinello just... Did Pinello just kill the Overlord with that? Or did he just have that few HP? I might get the impression that Pinello killed him via her weapon. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna flee through here and just try to find the special Melboro around here. But so far I'm not seeing him. As I said, you can distinguish him from the others based on whether or not he has statuses or not. But nope, still not here. Let's try that again. Nope, nope. Nope. Don't bad breath my entire party, please. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I think it's better to zone 2 areas. Also, one is stoned. Poor guy. Was never able to let go of the drugs. Cruel fate, I know. Nope, nope. I think that the randomizer, another good indicator for the rare game might be its size. Maybe it is a little bit bigger than the rest. There he is. Why is he so far off the peg? There's Chris. I should get rid of the statuses, right? But the statuses at least give them some chance. Look at the stench here. Oh, never mind. Wow, putrid breath has everything. Did you see that? Disease and like everything you can think of. Wow. Never mind. You already do Asuna. It was a fast Asuna. Pinello, since when are you so fast with magic? And one more hit, and we got him. Now, come on, Pinello, poke him. Okay, Ban got the kill. Okay, and that's the Ordiferous trophy. Nice. Okay, now we need to spawn our hunt, the Lindwyrm. In order to do so, like I said, we need to have it. Like a dark sky. We need to have a dark sky. We need to have it cloudy. It can be a little bit tricky to get at sometimes. I think simple zoning will not do the trick. I will try that a little. Nope, still normal. I think the weather does not change under those conditions here. I think a good sign that the Lindwyrm is there is that there are no enemies. I think if there are no enemies, the Lindwyrm can spawn. Or did spawn, I should rather say. But nope, the sky stays clear as is. Nope, really not happening right now. If nothing happens, I need to go to a different area, Phone Coast for example, and then try to zone that way. Because that sometimes does the trick that you come in from like a different, like entirely different area. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go to Phone Coast. I know that Zerowi might be better, but I don't want to trigger the cutscene. I want to keep Zerowi for a later date. I mean, I don't have to do anything in Zerowi, but still I would prefer not to trigger the cutscene. I would like to trigger the cutscene once I actually... Oh? Ah, that's more like it, yeah, okay. Okay, that's the sky we need to have in Garden of Life Circle. Also here, wait a second, there's also the, because it's cloudy now, there's also the earth element now. Let's kill that guy while we are here. Also kind of a rare encounter, because, as I said, it needs to be cloudy. That's not often the case. The elementals are still strong. I wonder how strong the elementals are, like the big ones. Still looking forward to fight one of those guys as well. Would everyone use the scarf? It's so bad. And we are fighting on all fronts here. Okay, are we done here? Thank you. The bridge. I was coming from the bridge. Oh no, it's even raining. Raining is actually the wrong weather condition. It may not be raining. Okay, let's hope we can get our... okay, it's still cloudy. Let's see. Yeah, nice. Okay, and there are no enemies. Okay, Lindwyrm is here. Lindwyrm is in the house. Let's try to take him on. He is somewhere around here. He should be easily spottable because he's a giant dragon. There he is. Reminds you of Tiamat. Same enemy model, but different textures. Lindwyrm. Okay, has all the stuff that like the enemies have by this point. I don't think he will be much of a challenge as well. First of all, let's get rid of all that stuff. He's already half dead. Yeah, poor enemies. But I think this guy at least heals. I'm not gonna work with. I'm trying. At least I'm trying right now not to work too much with statuses, because that makes fights so much easier. And they are already easy as they are. Goodbye, Pinello. Oh, Greater Barrier. That's just. Yeah, Shell and Protect. You can get rid of that again. Restore, he uses Restore. I think he uses that multiple times. Oh, level 4 effect could be nasty. But he was only targeting Van, and Van did not have a level that can be divided by 4. Pinello? Okay, also not. Not sure what the effect there is. Again, randomized, don't know. Second Restore. Having disease on this guy again would be pretty nice, because he cannot restore himself then. And now he's in critical health? Nah, not quite. He was just flashing a little bit there. Okay, Fyra. Nice combo. Nice combo, Pinello. Very nice. I almost got him. I think he has higher defenses now. Noticeably higher defenses. That drags out the fight a little bit more. Luckily, none of us have a level dividable by 4. That is nice. And come on, one more poke or so and we got him, yeah. Good, 16 LP. Thank you for the rusted scrap of armor as proof of our victory. Nice. Okay, that only leaves one more thing to do here, and that's another rare game. Over here in the Wasco Fields. Another rare game, and this one is like the Chris actually, but spawns instead of a Quirrell. I think the chance for that guy is pretty low. That guy is also important for one of the ultimate weapons. For the strongest staff, I think. I keep recalling that the it's the Veil Whisker, yeah, that's the name. I do recall that the Veil Whisker in Struggle for Freedom was pretty nice, because that gave Pinello a lot more HP. Okay, he must also be somewhere around here. Are you? No, you are just a normal Quirrell. Let's see, where are we here? He's just running around the place. He should also have buffs like all the other rare games. Still checking the ones that do not have buffs for whatever reason. Okay, he's not there, so I need to head back and Like, return then. Of course, this is connection to Tuerubu. I don't want to do that. Let's hope he just spawns by going in and out again. Nope, not here, not here. Are you the one? No. Earl. You are not the one? No, you are just a Quirl. That's of course a little bit annoying that the normal Quirls also have statuses on them. But I think other than that, he should be easy to spot. Nope. Come on, I cannot stand him having critical HP. Why are you running away? Come on. Thank you. He wanted to live, but I massacred him by hunting him. Just the normal one. Also just the normal one. He must be around here somewhere, I think. If nothing helps, I need to zone 2 zones. I think he will not spawn right now. Okay, one more attempt and then I'm gonna switch to 2-zone strategy. Nope. Okay, I guess 2 zones it is. Normally I would go through that one area and back to Tuerubu and then back to that area. Oh, we got nice. We got Seek Thief. That is also a rare enemy. Like those guys spawn in, I think, Foam Coast and Sea Uplands, and nowhere else. And nice that they also got those guys. Yeah, this is much more annoying if you don't go over Tuerubu. But yeah, that's how it is. I mean, 4 times speed makes this fast enough, in my opinion. And come on, at some point we are bound to hit that chance. No Quirl. Quirl. Over here, maybe? No one is over here, okay. Are you the one? You are the one, right? Yeah, Grimalkin, there we go. Berserk, Oil, and Death. Not a good start. Evan, please be so kind and get rid of his stuff. Yeah, he blends right in because his icon there is shell like the other Quirls. But he's a little bit bigger, and I think that's also the case in the base game. So yeah, should still be easy to spot. And we got him. Nice. But then that's the last rare game in this area, Viscot Trophy. I think by now we've already finished the majority of the hunts. Yeah, this guy is still something we could do, but that also leads to Tuerubu's Step, and I think I keep that for later. Tuerubu is something we do later. Carrot is also something we can do later. It's also supposed to be level 7, so could be strong. I think that's stuff I do after Giravigan. And those guys are in Naburis, where I don't want to go. Like, and this is in Nabrios Deadlands, which I combine once I go to that place. So yeah, for now we head back to our case and get our rewards, I guess. Easy peasy. Nah. The sea uplands sometimes is pretty hard to traverse because there are so many like small cliffs and stuff. Wrong crystal. I am searching for the other one. Don't stop me now. Okay. And teleport crystal back to Arcades. I don't like the fact that the Arcades teleport crystal takes you back to Chernobyl, because that also always requires you to use the cabin to go back to the main areas. That's always a little bit annoying, if you ask me. Whoosh, off we go. You know, come to think of it, there are all those flying vehicles here. Like, is there even a floor to this town? Like there's so much stuff still going on down there. What is the actual floor of this of this city? And you look down there. Weird. Yeah, like this still is pretty high up, I think. Here, there are some people down there. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so first off, the Darksteel hunt was in here, right? Yep, this guy, Homesick Man. You did it! We get Ringmail and Chakra Band. That's at least something new. The Chakra Band, at least, so I might want to check that out. Let's take a look. Chakra Band, ammunition. Chakra Band reduces XP to 0. Okay. You know, I would equip that stuff, but I still need to get some level ups. I should equip those for boss fights or so when I do not get experience points. Because some of those pieces of equipment we have that heal 0 XP do have some interesting stuff on them. Here's the Insecure Seek. We get Bone Crusher and Dispelga. Dispelga is something we already got. And Bone Crusher is... Bone Crusher, another one of those super pointless techniques that just makes you... make you... leave you with more question marks than you had going in. I think that's the one. No, that's not the one where you. That's Soul Eater. I think that's one you can only use when you're on critical health or so. And also most major enemies are immune against it. And then it deals percentage damage or so. It's so stupid. No, I think I recall. I think Bone Crusher was like the idea behind Bone Crusher is that you like knock one enemy into critical health or so. But that just to be honest, that's never gonna work. I missed my client. I did go too far, right? Yeah. Whoops. By the way, what is this cool skyline here? What is this bridge? Like, I really like old Arcades more in a way. Okay, Pheromone. And we get Rubber Suit and Water Bombs, okay. Water Bombs are interesting, but I don't use those hand bombs anymore. We got Aqua Shot. When did we get Aqua Shot? Element. Ooh, with an element. That is pretty great. This would be so nice for years, mod. The Element Thunder again. That's just worse than Castellanos. Aqua Shot. That is something for Ash, of course. I like that. Otherwise, nothing new. No. Let's sort again. Okay. Nice sword. Nice sword. I wonder what magic is also still missing. That is also something I'm eager to find out. Okay, to be honest, I think that's it for today. I think I'm gonna end my session. I did all those like hunts that we had still open I wanted to do. So that's something which is pretty nice. Other than that, we are done with side content for now. Which means next session we will continue the story and go to Xeavin. So yeah, looking forward to that. After Xeavin we unlock like another batch of cool stuff, I think. We also get a new and our last guest character, who also might be very interesting. It is gonna be Redders. Yeah, that's in the future. For now, I'm done here. Once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, take care and goodbye. See you next time.